Hey everyone, it's your favorite anime analyst here, ShoSaga, and today I want to talk about the Naruto Storm connections. Basically, to me, from what I've seen, is basically a retread of all the Storm games put into one package. Now, granted, we've already had this before, but I'll get to that later. But this is basically more of a PS5 version of a Storm game. Now, I know what you might be thinking. PS5 version would make the game so much better, it would look better, and be smoother. And while that is true, let me ask you this: do we really need it? Like, seriously? Naruto Storm's been out for years, and it's still a great game that people really enjoy. The graphics may not be up to par with some of your newer games, but it doesn't really make it any less fun to play. Specifically with anime games, a lot of their graphics can really stand the test of time, so it's not as bad as you may think. In fact, I would argue that some of the graphics and mechanics in Naruto Storm are what made the game so good. It has a pretty unique style. You can set it apart from a lot of different other fighting games, and the mechanics are simple enough that anybody can pick it up and start playing. Plus, a PS5 version of a game only serves to really divide people. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think new Naruto content is good. I mean, after Shinobi Strikers, I've always wanted maybe a Shinobi Strikers 2, one more suited to a long-term endeavor. Kind of like how Xenoverse is doing right now. I really wish that Shinobi Strikers would have came out with a valuable option. It was a cool game, it was fun, but it doesn't have any of the replay value that Xenoverse has. And that's severely disappointing, because if you think about it, it's more like, obviously you would want to have Naruto games to be made. You know, you might love the series like I do, but my whole point of bringing this up, Dragon Ball Z fan base has gotten a great game announcement and announcement of Tenkaichi 4, and here we are with Naruto in this amazing anniversary of Naruto, and all we're getting is basically a remastered version of the Storm games. I mean, I played the Storm games 1,000 of times. I played them over and over again. I have them on Xbox. I got them on PlayStation. I got them on Switch. I literally have them everywhere. I got the regular versions, the disc versions of all the regular versions. I got the Legacy Collection. I got the Trilogy Collection. I've literally bought these games over and over again. I feel like this is actually getting towards like Skyrim limits, where we keep paying for the same game over and over and over again. Not to mention, the game already has tons of content. Now, obviously, it could be cool because we can maybe get in a version with like maybe all the DLC, and you know, it'll add new characters, because I said the barrier mode Naruto in there, and that's cool. That's really cool. I think it's cool. I think it's awesome that they add new characters, but how many characters can they really add at this point? They're basically going like the Street Fighter route, where they like the Alpha Turbo and like basically the enhanced editions of the games. So I can kind of see where they're coming from with this, but not really. If you guys have really been listening to me and you really don't know what I'm talking about and what these games are all about, let me provide you with some information about the Storm games.
This franchise has been around for quite some time now, and it's had a lot of different games over the years, so let's get started. Part 1, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Series, 2003 to 2007. The Naruto Storm game franchise started with the Ultimate Ninja Series. This series began in 2003 with the release of Naruto Ultimate Ninja on the PlayStation 2. This game was developed by CyberConnect 2, and it allowed players to take control of their favorite Naruto characters in 2D fighting gameplay. It had a great story mode that followed the events of the anime, and it had a versus mode for players to fight against each other. Over the next few years, CyberConnect 2 released several more Ultimate Ninja games on the PlayStation 2. These games continued to improve upon the formula of the first game, adding more characters, more moves, and more modes. By the time the Ultimate Ninja series ended in 2007, it had become one of the most popular fighting game franchises in the world. Part 2, Naruto Storm series, 2008 to 2016. In 2008, CyberConnect 2 started a new series of Naruto games called Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. This series was exclusive to the PlayStation 3, and it introduced a lot of new features that made it stand out from the previous games. One of the biggest changes was the move to 3D fighting gameplay. This allowed for much more dynamic battles, and it gave players the ability to move around the arena more freely. The Storm series also had a much more cinematic presentation than the previous games. The cutscenes were animated in a style that looked like it was taken straight from the anime, and it had an open world that players could explore outside of battles. The Naruto Storm series continued to be released on the PlayStation 3 and later on the PlayStation 4. Each game improved upon the formula of the previous game, adding more characters, more moves, and more modes. The series ended in 2016 with the release of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
At the end of the day, well, the PS5 version of Naruto Storm might seem like a good idea on paper. It's not really necessary. The game is already great the way it is. A newer version would only serve to annoy and, alienate certain fans that feel like maybe we keep getting the same game over and over again. And it's pretty much going to be an unnecessary expense for those who already own it at this point. So let's just appreciate Naruto Storm for what it was, what it is, and what it maybe can be in the future with maybe a Storm 5. And just keep on playing. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.
やれやれだぜ。